Tour of Canada, which enhanced still further Richard Gough's reputation. But it's a night never to be forgotten for 18-year-old Paul McStay, who tonight becomes the second youngest player ever to represent Scotland in a full international. Only Dennis Law was younger. And Uruguay are without one of their top players, Fernando Morena, and their defender Walter Oliveira, their former captain, is on the bench. But a major threat up front, though, will be Venancio Ramos of Penarol. He's one of 4 Penarol players in the side. So Uruguay kick off wearing their light blue strips, Scotland in their change strip of red. For the Uruguayans on a mission to perfect their pattern for the South American Championships. They've played 9 matches in the past year and they've drawn 5 of these. Only one defeat though against Chile by 2-0. And the referee tonight, Mr. David Richardson from Blackburn, all the officials from England. Souness content to play it back to McLeish. Albiston. Willie Miller. Uruguayans content to funnel back and mark up very tightly around their own box. That's a Scotland throw. Dalglish available once again. McStay. Flag stays down and that's McGarvey's shot over the top. Well, the Uruguayans very upset indeed, all crowding round the linesman on the far side. That's the pass through to Frank McGarvey. You can see the Uruguayans signalling for offside. The decision wasn't given, and that has certainly incurred the wrath of the South Americans. The English lineman looking quite unperturbed despite being crowded by Uruguayan defenders. And the referee, in fact, administering a caution, I think, to Jorge Barrios. Souness playing it forward, there's John Robertson. Work. Now to McGarvey on the left. Santelli holding off Albiston. It's a good clearance by Albiston, releasing McGarvey, running out of space. He certainly worked very hard in the opening quarter of an hour, Frank McGarvey. Warwick's header collected by McStay for Souness. Beautifully played wide for Robertson. There's Dalglish. Challenging Agresta and Gonzalez. Beaten by Acevedo. Richard Gough with the throw. Once again it's Dalglish who shows himself up front. Dalglish was taken late. The free kick was taken too quickly by Paul McStay. Dalglish getting a lot of attention from these Uruguayan defenders. Here's Robertson. Ramos now in the break for Uruguay. Delightful close control, and it's Barrios helping out. Pass from the back going astray again for Uruguay. The match continuing to be played at a leisurely pace. McStay got a call there from McGarvey. That's good play by the youngster. McGarvey this time flagged offside. Good build-up though from Scotland. McGarvey has taken a knock. That was very close to the opener. McStay doing very well indeed in midfield. Dalglish with a through pass from McGarvey, caught him about half a yard offside. And that was a heavy tackle on the Scotland striker. Well, this could be a big moment for Davy Dodds of Dundee United. Warming up with the prospect of making his international debut. There's a very sad result for Frank McGarvey, for Scotland and for Celtic. And Scotland wasting no time in introducing Davy Dodds for his first international cap. So McGarvey's misfortune brings good luck to Davy Dodds. As Souness screening the ball away from Ramos, who looked rather offended as he down in the seat of his pants. John Robertson going past Saralegui. He's got Gonzalez to contend with also. Scotland's throw. Dalglish waited for it, Acevedo didn't. There's Roots of Golf, that's towards Davy Dodds. And a penalty kick's been given for the challenge on Davy Dodds. The protests begin, but Davy Dodds' first contribution in Scotland jersey is to bring about a penalty kick. Well, here's the cross from Richard Gough towards his Dundee United teammate. Dodds was denied the opportunity really of getting off the ground. It was Gutierrez going up for it. Barrios was there as well. And the sandwich imposed gives Scotland a penalty kick. And still the protests continue. Well, the Scotland penalty kicker I think may well be John Robertson. He certainly carried out the job very successfully in the past. Well, it may only be a friendly, but the Uruguayans are certainly taking this decision very seriously indeed. Well, these are scenes which we hope we wouldn't have to tolerate. And that last comment, coming from Acosta, I think, results in a booking. And when things are settled down, Robertson will take the kick. Beautifully struck by Robertson, 25 minutes gone. Scotland take the lead. And Rodriguez had no chance at all with the penalty. So Robertson sending the goalkeeper the wrong way, sliding it in with inside of the foot. Beautifully taken penalty. Robertson's 8th goal for Scotland. And still the South Americans are protesting. Still looking remarkably calm in the midst of all the mayhem. Indeed, he's calling Barrios towards him. And the red card is shown to Jorge Barrios. He was the man booked earlier on in the match. His behaviour now in showing dissent over the penalty kick results in the Uruguayans being reduced to 10 men. Well, their behaviour really was disgraceful. It may have been a soft penalty kick in fairness to them, but all these protests totally in vain. There's Walk. Good tackle that by Gutierrez on Dalglish. Bit of room in the break for Acosta for Uruguay. Ward getting back before Saralegui could develop anything for Uruguay. Souness again to Paul McStay. McStay looks as though it could be his 50th cap tonight. There he goes again. Terrific vision the young man has. There's Dalglish. Good effort. There's Davy Dodds, and that could have been a dream debut for Scotland. Beautifully created by Douglas. He made the space for the shot. So much power was beaten out, and Dodds beaten to that by Rodriguez. It was good goalkeeping denying Davy Dodds. Douglas with a corner. Long one again. Robertson to McStay. Here's McLeish. It's well worth the shot. He found some room ahead of him, not like McLeish. Still looking for his first Scottish goal. Miller's header. Miller going in the overlap for John Robertson, stretching the Uruguayan defence as he does so. His work. Leash under a lot of pressure. David Dodds penalised. English referee, of course, not relishing any tackles from behind. So 5 minutes of the first half left. Scotland leading by the John Robertson penalty kick. Ramos to Agresta. Ramos again. Acevedo coming from the back. Good run from Diogo. Souness playing it forward. Here's McStay. And now Souness again to Dalglish. Arthur Alderston. Dalglish with the chest pass to Wark. Back for Dalglish, the flag is up for offside. Some delightful play up front for Scotland. Wark picking up that loose ball. Dalglish on his left. Here's Dalglish trying to squeeze it into the near post. Well, Dalglish had a very impressive first half for Scotland. That would have capped it. Wark and Dalglish linking up. You see Dalglish going his outside. Wark timing the pass perfectly to beat the defender. And Dalglish trying to take on the goalkeeper at the near post. The referee checks his watch and brings the first half to a close. A tense, eventful first half. Stockstein waiting to greet the Scottish players coming off. They're off with a 1-goal lead, provided by John Robertson from the penalty spot. The penalty kick given after Richard Goff's cross into the box for Davy Dodds. Dodds couldn't get off his feet. The referee pointed to the penalty spot. Perhaps Scotland a bit lucky to get the penalty, but John Robertson knocked the ball into the corner of the net to give Scotland the lead. In the aftermath, Jorge Barrios was ordered off. So Scotland start the second half. The substitute on for Uruguay is Alfredo de los Santos. Colourful name, and he goes into a striking position. Looks as though the man off is Luis Acosta. Scotland anxious to continue the good form they showed in the first half. Some very impressive passing movements. The midfield was very impressive. Souness, McStay and Wark linking well between defence and attack. And while the Uruguayans showed a lot of good touches in midfield and at the back, they showed very little menace in the front third of the pitch. Scotland, I'm sure, though, will be anxious to find the net again in a slightly more convincing fashion. There was some degree of sympathy with the Uruguayans about the penalty kick from this angle. Well, the kick couldn't have been taken much better by John Robertson. Here's Graham Souness. Excellent first half for Scotland. Miller to Goff. The dummy from Dalglish. Didn't deceive Acevedo. Robertson now, once again, Souness in space in the middle. Goff takes it rather than Robertson. McStay to McLeish. Now Dalglish. Robertson on the right touchline. Souness inside, trying to tee it up for Richard Goff. Good ball from McLeish, first time to Dalglish. Now Robertson taking on Gonzalez. He's found it hard to take the little fullback on the outside, Robertson. Richard Goff. Here's Dodds. Dalglish wins it and loops it in at the far corner. Well, that was a great effort from Kenny Dalglish. One of the most two-footed players in British football. Goff put it in, Dodds lost the tackle. Gutierrez lost it to Dalglish, the instant shot with the left foot, and that almost swerved in. Dodds touching it back for Souness. Robertson deep enough to create some space for himself. Goff goes in the overlap. Orthodox pass this time. Robertson towards Dalglish, inviting the tackle from Acevedo. McStay. Goff to Dalglish, that's for McStay. Chance now for Davy Dodds. And Dodds gets his first international goal. 10 minutes into the second half. Splendidly created second goal for Scotland on the right. Goff was involved initially. There's the first time pass from Dalglish to McStay, forcing his way into the box, going through the tackle, the break of the ball for Dodds, and a delicate little touch into the corner. Oh, what a night for Davy Dodds. Involved in the incident whereby Scotland got the penalty kick in the first half, and now he's got his first international goal, and Scotland have a 2-goal lead. And they're right on course to have their first international victory over Uruguay. It's the third match between the countries. Uruguay won 7-0 in 1954 in the World Cup. In 1962 it was 3-2 for Uruguay here at Hampden. Davy Dodds taking a face knock. Scotland have a free kick. McStay vitally involved in the build-up to the goal. McStay almost retrieving that little flick from Dalglish. Ramos. He's looked one of the better Uruguayan players. Ramos again. Gutierrez. The clearance finding its way to Acevedo. Magnificent pass from Souness to Dalglish. Can he do it by himself? Goalkeeper was just too tall. That was one from the Liverpool connection. Pass from Souness splitting the Uruguayan defence, and Dalglish trying to chip the goalkeeper. Here's Goff. Now Robertson. Dalglish crowded out. Alec McLeish. Now Goff. Dodds playing it on for Wark. Bounced awkwardly as it arrived, didn't get to the right height for John Wark. Ramos popping up all over the place for the Uruguayans. Souness playing it a long way back to Goff. McStay taking up good position on the right flank. The dummy for Souness. And Davy Dodds making a very important contribution to the Scottish attacking moves. It was his dummy which almost released Graham Souness. McLeish has missed nothing in the air through the middle tonight. Nelson Agresta. No one there for Uruguay. It's picked up by Albiston. 20 minutes into the second half, still 2-0 to Scotland. Robertson once again coming very deep to get possession. So too did Dalglish. Goff looking for Dodds, he's onside. Great chance for a second for Davy Dodds. Well, the control let him down, but I think he may have felt he was under more pressure than he actually was. You see this in the replay. Beautifully played ball forward by Goff. There was Dodds, and I think he couldn't quite believe he had so much room. Now walk. Albiston to Robertson, now on the left for the first time in the match. And that's what he gets for his trouble. The tackle from Diogo. Scotland free kick, Albiston in a hurry with Souness in space. Dalglish leaves it to Albiston, the cut back. And Paul McStay is denied by the right foot of Rodolfo Rodriguez. Again, great build-up from Scotland. Souness, the man setting up the attack. There was Albiston going to dead ball line, back to McStay, and the right boot of the goalkeeper saves it. Robertson's corner. McLeish, McStay nodding it in. Walk forcing it back to McLeish. There's Dalglish, just beyond Dodds. Good clearance that was from Gonzalez. Could so easily have been an own goal. The Scottish pressure on the Uruguayan goal continues. Albiston very much involved in the last few moments. Out it comes to Robertson. A lot of power again in that shot from McStay. Certainly would cap a fine first international performance if he could find the nets. Souness doing well to retrieve that short pass from Goff. Albiston missing the return pass from Dalglish. Dalglish is penalised for the shoulder charge. Chance down the break for Uruguay. Aguilera making the right wing run, which was stopped by Albiston. Aguilera again. Montelongo. McLeish gets his foot in to concede the corner kick, and Scotland will now make a substitution. And the change is not popular with the Scottish supporters. Neil Simpson coming on. He's not the man who's unpopular, it's Paul McStay who's been brought off. And the Scottish supporters unhappy to see the departure of young Paul McStay, who's played superbly tonight for Scotland. getting a rousing ovation from the Scottish supporters and a handshake from Jock Stein, and you can be sure we'll see much more of Paul McStay in Scotland colours. So Neil Simpson comes on with his second cap. Dalglish show the neatest of touches to the left. Here's Wark taking the pass from Souness. Scotland sending players right through into the box. Not a very good cross though. De Los Santos with the clearance. Willie Miller returns it. Bouncing for Dalglish. Trying to link up with David Dodds again. Simpson. Robertson taking on Gonzalez. Dalglish takes the pass from Simpson. Now once again hooks one just beyond the post. Now Kenny Dalglish really has played superbly for Scotland. Robertson cutting inside. The pass was from Simpson. Dalglish made the angle. Once again just wide of the post. Well, that tells all about the Uruguayan attitude at this stage. 2-0 down. In no hurry whatsoever. And referee David Richardson brings the match to an end.